Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
My name is Padmanabha. I come from Mumbai, born and brought up in Mumbai. My grandfather, he came to Mumbai close to 100 years ago. And basically, we have the family, we are all chefs. So my grandfather was a chef, my brothers are into catering, and I'm a foodie, I love food. Childhood in Mumbai was beautiful. For me, the best days of my life was my schooling days. I was a very naughty child, but quite intelligent. They used to call me Ramanujan. I was so good at math that I could really calculate things very fast. But as you grow, we had a big playground behind our house, and every day I used to be playing cricket from morning to night. How many of you play cricket or used to play cricket? So, life changed slowly. We are 5 brothers and 1 sister, and me being the youngest, sometimes you get spoiled. And everybody had different ambition. If somebody asked my friend what they want to be, somebody said doctor, somebody said engineer. I never knew what I want to be in my life. Till people started finding some good qualities in me. They said, man, you look like a mafia don. Why don't you become a mafia don? And life changed. Suddenly, all my education, suddenly I felt, man, this is something happening. Everybody respects you, you have big car, people, this is life to be. And I was on the path of becoming a mafia don. Do I look like one? A little bit, yeah? So, my brothers said, this guy will make us famous, so let us send him to Dubai. So before I finished my graduation, I was sent to Dubai. And I had a brother who used to live here. And he asked me, what do you want to do, brother? He was a very kind brother. He was like my father. He said, either you go to US for further studies or start working. He was a big guy, and he didn't want his brother to start something small. But I had no option. I said, no, brother, I will start working. I started working, very small. I started as a merchandiser. The only thing what my brother taught me is that don't feel shy to work hard. And I worked very hard, and I started growing in my life. I'm a blessed person. So I used to work with Belgian chocolates for a very long time. So I used to take the chefs from this part of the world, the best chefs, and take them to Belgium, because we used to supply chocolates to the biggest chocolate manufacturers in the world. So I used to take the chefs and teach them about the latest trends, or show them, not teach them, we can't teach big chefs. We have to show them on the latest trends on chocolates, how you can work with chocolates, what all you can do with chocolates. And that's when I met a gentleman. His name was J.K. Nair. Maybe Jayesh knows him. Yeah, he was a very old member. And he asked me, you've gotten so many chefs from Dubai. Will you be doing a presentation? I said, no. Why should I do a presentation? We have experts for that. He said, no, you should do, because you have invited the chefs. And that's when he told me, when you come to Dubai, I will introduce to a club called Toastmasters. This was close to 20 years ago. In 1998, there was, if I recall well, there was only one club called the Dubai chapter, and they used to meet opposite Dubai Airport in Dubai International Hotel. 40 grand then, Dubai International and Meridian today. When I went for the first meeting, I didn't know what to expect. He just said, come over, let's have fun. And when they started speaking, for me, being the only club, they had the cream de la cream of Dubai. It was like, you had the Ferraris, Lamborghinis, everything inside the room, and you had a small broken auto rickshaw, that's right. It was very difficult. I had difficult when I saw the people, the way they spoke, the way they carried themselves. I said, man, I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place. And as they say, like today, most of the guests, they were very comfortable in introducing themselves, but I was not in that level then. I had difficulty telling my name. I had difficulty telling who I was. And I don't know why, it always happens that sometimes the table topic master overestimates your capability, and he threw some question and it was crazy. I said, man, this is the last day I'm going to come here. I'm not going to make a fool of myself. And that day, JK Nair, he told me, listen, come to my office tomorrow. He was a customer. He was the executive chef in Abela Sharjah Airport. Went to his office. He said, listen, nobody is here to laugh at you. Okay, this will change your life. Join Toastmasters. I will help you with your projects. And he helped me with project 1, project 2, project 3, project 4. He held my hands and he took me along. And this changed my life. I did a lot of education after that. When I was to do my MBA from XLRA, you need to pass an exam called the ZAT, equivalent to CAT, the toughest exam in the world. And many of my friends were chartered accountants. I went to them and told them this is what I'm planning to do. They said, man, forget it. You can never do it. You will never crack it. It's not easy. But when I went for the interview, when I spoke to the people, they said, you will be a definite asset to the class. It was all about Toastmasters, who taught me how to carry myself, how to speak. I joined XLR, I got also, I didn't pass in flying colors. I was the last 3 in the class, somehow scraped through. But still, I was good. What I realized in life, as one of the guests very rightly said, it's not your education. For me, I have worked with the best companies in the world. I have traveled the world. I have met the top CEOs who move in private jets. If they have to go from one country to another, they have their own private jets. I used to sit with them. I used to do business with these people. And I always felt that the only thing is that they knew how to carry themselves well. They had similar education like us. They were nobody special, but they were confident. They were confident, and being in this kind of positions, they always asked the right question. I don't know whether they knew the answers for it or no, but they kept on asking you questions all the time. And what I am today, I owe a lot to Toastmasters, and luckily we have a lot of guests. I think it's very, very important for them to know. This is such a community where people go the extra mile to help you. But it's not the same case. Even when I was in my class, when I used to do my XLRA, it was all about competition. Everybody wants to race you. But in Toastmasters, what I've seen is that my experience, 20 years in Toastmasters, is that you're in the hospital. The maximum number of people who come to visit you are not your relatives, your friends, they're Toastmasters. If you're competing somebody, if you're doing a project and you're competing the other person, he will make sure that he helps you. He wants you also to win. So this is a totally different group of people who really want each other to grow. So on the leadership side, I always say it's very important for all of you to participate in the competition. It's not competing anybody, it's just competing yourself. You become better in life, and you flourish in your personal life. If you ask me, when I joined Toastmasters, one of my mentors told me that, all the projects he did, he got a trophy for it. He was a winner. I also bought a big cupboard. Till today, it's empty. I have no trophies. So it's not about the trophies what you collect in the club. Many of them win. Okay, I was not maybe too lucky then, but I was very successful in life. I flourished in life, and I was blessed to travel the world and meet the top people in the world. So now what I have done is that I go speak to people, tell them how Toastmasters has changed my life and can change theirs. Everybody dream to retire. And I nearly retired last year. I was on top of my career, and I said, I'm not going to do anything, I just travel the world. So if I wanted to do scuba diving, I wanted to do bungee jumping, whitewater rafting, I just do that. I just book the ticket and I just travel. This would have not been possible for me without Toastmasters. I would have been a very qualified guy, as rightly told by the guest, but not somebody who could really attract a lot of good people in his life and a lot of prosperity. And for me, prosperity is a state of mind. I don't think that I'm a very rich man. Huh? Yeah, it's a state of mind. I feel I'm very rich. Yeah, and as rightly said by the president today, the more you give in life, the more you get. And I believe also in the law of karma. They say law of karma is the more you give, the more you get in life. So I have been really blessed. I have attracted the best of the people, but I think this is a Toastmaster community. It's also about children. Somebody said, maybe about the children joining the Gavel Club and everything. I think it's very important for the children also to have this skill from a very young age. I went to a very simple school. When I came to Dubai, I was not fluent in speaking English. But I never stopped learning. I never stopped learning. And the best thing is that Toastmasters, even you do a blunder, everybody claps and say that you are wonderful.